Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Hopefully this video finds you well. And this video is actually it's a take two for me. I bought a package of good to go granola. Actually, no. The first one of these I got, I believe, was sent in. This might have been Zed who sent it in, if I remember correctly. There was a 3-pack. So thank you for that. But unfortunately, when I went to take the video, or the video from my SD card from my camera and put it in my computer, for some reason the file was corrupted and I could not salvage it. So unfortunately, my first go around with Good to Go's granola went awry and I was not able to put that video out. But I bought another one. They are relatively cheap because granola is normally the cheapest option for the most part. But I wanted to do it again. So I got another one, and I'm gonna just say this in the beginning here. I really enjoyed it. It was actually one of the better granolas that I had had, period. Because normally I'm not very impressed by granola, but this one was pretty darn good. So we're gonna try it out again, and hopefully this doesn't corrupt. So there we go. Good to go granola. We have whole wheat oats, figs, blueberries, and almonds with milk. And this is something that you could potentially add hot or cold water. We're gonna do cold water for the sake of today. Proudly made in Maine, so US company, love to see it. Let's go ahead and check the back. Nutritional facts. 580 calories is a good count for granola. And, from what I can tell. A lot of sugar there though. Quite a bit, 29 total grams. That's quite a bit. But fruits will naturally have sugar, so they're counting that. But I assume that they added some extra sugar as well, which is probably why it says includes 15 grams of added sugar. So I suppose relatively low sodium content though, so yay! Ingredients list: gluten-free rolled oats, diced figs, almonds, which I love, maple syrup, honey, dried blueberries, raw pumpkin seeds, whole milk powder, pecans, grapeseed oil, flaxseed, sesame seeds, and sea salt. So a lot of really good stuff in here. Let's go ahead and open it up. Oh, and by the way, I do love the message here. Pack in, enjoy, pack it out. Leave no trace. Definitely want to pack out what you pack in. And if you're not doing that, shame. Whew. That's very close to that. It was very close to our zipper there. So anyway, let's get out the oxygen absorber. We don't want to eat that. Take a peek. A lot of good stuff in there, it looks like. Give it a smell. It smells like oats and nuts. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and add the cold water like I said. You can add the hot, but hot granola, I mean, that's just oatmeal, right? Oh, I guess I didn't really go over. So they are, add less than a half a cup or 100 mils of cold water. Now, I know that you're not new here, but if you are new here, I tend to add my own amount of water. I've been doing this for a while. I kind of know what I like, but go by the instructions. Trust me, they're there for a reason. Except for me, I do what I want. But generally speaking, my granola, I actually like a little bit more of a milky, soupy consistency for this. I like to eat it basically like cereal. So I'll add maybe a little bit more for granola. And the granola really doesn't sap up much. So kind of what we have in the bag here is about the consistency that I like for granola. Again, more like a cereal. I am going to let this sit for just a bit, and I am trying to break everything up to make sure we don't have like random chunks of like milk powder in there. But this is a relatively simple one. You could eat it straight out, but I'm just going to let it set for a couple minutes just to let everything kind of marry and come together. And then we'll come back and try it out and see if it's as good as I remember the first time around. Alrighty, so we let this sit for just a bit, just to kind of let it marry and come together. We'll pour it out in our bowl. There we go. Again, just a little bit of milkiness down there. That's kind of what I like to do. You don't have to do it, I promise. All right, look at that. There's just a lot of good stuff going on in there. Let's, there's an almond, there's a pecan. We've got a pumpkin seed, we've got a blueberry. Look at that bite. That's a little bit of everything. That's nice. All right. One thing we have to talk about. These little blueberries are hard. They're very hard. Not quite as, you get a raisin, and it's usually nice and chewy. Those have a little bit harder of a center. So maybe could have used a little bit more of a rehydration time there. That's a small complaint, but it's something to talk about. But the rest of everything is really nice. There's a good concentration of nuts here. I would say. Quite a bit of the pumpkin seed, which, I don't know, I think is fine. You get a decent amount of almonds and not so many pecans. But the flavor is really nice. It's not overly sweet. But there's a little bit of sweetness there. And it just has a nice overall taste. It's a very good granola. Now, I'm not sure if I'm remembering it as fondly as I'm tasting it now, or tastes as fondly as I remember it, or remembers as fondly as I'm tasting it, whatever. But it's just, overall, it's really good. It's got a lot of stuff that I like. If you watch the channel for any length of time, you know I like almonds. I love blueberries. When I was a kid, I would have those little crates of blueberries, sprinkle a little sugar on them, and just go to town. Or just eat them without the sugar. But it's nice to have just a little dusting there. So good hearty granola, great way to wake up. Or, heck, even just eat a couple handfuls on the trail. Because technically you don't have to add anything to this if you didn't want to. You could just eat it straight out of the bag. But this is my preferred way, and it's a darn good ration. I have zero to complain about, aside from the blueberries just being a little bit hard. But they're not going to break your teeth or anything like that. At least I hope not. If I have to go to the dentist, I'll let you know. But overall, very good meal. Again, this was a take 2 data corrupted file. We're back again. Good to grow. I said it again. Good to go granola. Pretty darn good. So there we go. If you guys have tried this one, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know what your thoughts were on it. And if you have suggestions for future videos, leave those down there in the comments as well. If you'd like to see something reviewed on the channel, you can send it into my P.O. Box. That P.O. Box is down below in the description. Patreon link's also there if you'd like to support the channel. You don't have to, but it's there if you want to. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one. See ya.